game teams, ranked teams. How has this group handled that coming down off of the Maryland win?
I mean, we had a somewhat of a day off, active rest yesterday, but we got our scouting report in. They seem to be in a good place, and obviously that's our challenge. This is our first step into having. I mean, I wouldn't call it adversity, but it's a challenge. It's a different dynamic to playing, a big game, and then, someone that's not as, traditionally powerful in our, in the Power Five. So we'll see how they end up playing.
Did you have to mention the word overlook at all in your prep for day to the team? Was there not
Um,
to do it?
well, I mean, I talked to them yesterday about us being the hunted, and I think they took to that with great understanding. That sometimes you're going to play some teams that are highly ranked, and it's easy to get up and motivated to play them. You can't, you got to create your standard, and our standard from the second half of our Alabama State game to the 40 minutes of our Maryland game. That's our standard at this particular time. So we gotta make sure that we're playing with that kind of standard in mind on tomorrow night.
Coach, how gratifying was it to see your freshmen who, may still have had some a little bit jitters inside of them after the first home game, just to, let it loose and just, do what they do best in Maryland?
I mean, it's always encouraging. They're so young, but they're incredibly competitive, and I mean they got a great leader. They got two great leaders in Ty Harris, and Victoria is one of our captains this year. They're always teaching them. They're always talking to them and communicating with them what needs to take place, and they just follow. But they do have an incredible will to win, incredibly competitive, and it's an easy group to be around because they're gonna compete at the highest level.
Donna Lee has 15 blocks in her first two games. What makes an elite shot blocker?
Well, an elite shot blocker is one that really has an understanding of what other teams are running. That's number one. I think she has a real sense of the game, and she has real great recollection of what she's heard in scouting reports and preparation, and she's able to execute in games because, being a shot blocker isn't just being at the right place at the right time. Is knowing that you're in the right place at the right time and not really guessing. So she always puts herself in a position to block shots and also know, if it's not a one-on-one block, if it's a help block, she knows where her man is, so she can get back into play to box out the rebound.
You've had some great ones in the past, and Kiki's, I would call her an elite shot blocker. Well, has Kiki talked to Aaliyah about, like, this is what I do, or does Aaliyah just have kind of that natural understanding?
I think from blocking conversations, I don't think they have had that. I think Aaliyah is just pretty imposing her will when it comes to blocking shots, and it's a great thing to see. I just hope that the reputation is out there that she's a shot blocker, and we won't pick up fouls. So I don't want to jinx it in that way.
I know you knew Aaliyah was very talented coming in, but are you at all surprised at how quickly she's kind of seems to have adjusted to the college level?
No, I mean I knew she was highly intelligent. I knew she understood basketball. Our conversations were always, a little more in depth than your regular high school player. I just didn't know how much she talked. Like she's talking on every single pass, not play. Every pass, she is saying something to somebody, and and I hope it just continues to become contagious with everybody else, because the thing that has helped our team gel a little bit more is their ability to communicate, and she's been pretty much the ringleader in when it comes to communicating out there on the floor.
Were you expecting her to pick up the Freshman of the Week honor so quickly?
I thought she should have been Freshman of the Week and Player of the Week. That's just my honest opinion. Is nothing taken away from Renee Davis, but for the two games that she played and what she was able to accomplish and average. But that's just me. No one really listens to me.
I know it's Dayton, not Toledo, but do you think Zaya's excited to be going back to Ohio this week?
I think Zaya's excited to play basketball. I mean, it doesn't matter where she's playing, but obviously she got 100 people coming to see her play, so she'll be especially amped up to show all her, people from Toledo and the whole state of Ohio that, she wants to. She's the same player that won championships at Rogers.
What have you seen from the first two games from her?
I think she's playing pressing a little bit. Just she's really amped up, and I'd rather her be amped up than sedated. She's still trying to find her way with the speed of the game, what she needs to do, because she's got a lot of tools in her toolbox, and she just tries to use them all at once, rather than letting the game come to her a little bit and then imposing her will. But she's all in, and she'll figure it out as she continues to get more experience out there on the floor.